this is Steven Platinum, your friend in wrestling, with Platinum vs. Raw from September 14th, 2020. So we get a video package to open up, and we're at the Thunderdome, of course, at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. Michael Cole's welcoming us. He's got Byron Saxton and Dolph Ziggler, so no Tom Phillips, no Samoa Joe. Boy, that's problematic. Drew McIntyre comes out in the street clothes. So we show the stuff betwixt he and Randy Orton. So now he calls for an ambulance match at Clash of Champions. Okay. So he's going on and taunting people. I guess this is the route they're going to go, with Drew as a babyface, showing the people that he's conquered. There's something kind of disquieting about that. I've talked often about how what separates you morally as a babyface and a heel in WWE in general, but specifically on Raw, is always really muddy. Lee comes to the ring. They shake hands, but there's obviously some drama between the two. I would imagine that's going to manifest tonight. So we got Street Profits after the commercial break against Cesaro and Nakamura. The match happens. It is what it is. The Street Profits win. The Street Profits are involved with nothing interesting right now. Now, part of that isn't their fault. I mean, it's just Raw feels very chaotic, whereas SmackDown feels very much like it has come together because it centers around a star. That kind of lets everything shake out the way that it's supposed to. So we're going to have Mickie James, and she's going to get a title shot at Asuka. It's appropriately hyped up. Lana's backstage with Angel Garza. She's complaining that Natalya should be getting the shot. Garza and Andrade end up in a brawl. Man, this feels like it's been going on forever, but it has not. Mysterio's whole family is back there because Dominic's going to face Seth Rollins in a steel cage match. They're saying it's Dominic's first. Well, he's just had his first match, so yeah, everything's going to be the first. Cedric Alexander against Ricochet, so we're already paying this off. Here comes the match. Cedric wins. Of course. The Retribution appears as lights go out and all that kind of stuff. Another craptastic promo. Oof. So that sets up the Hurt Business being mad at Retribution, which is good. That actually dovetails nicely at the end. So now Sarah's interviewing Mickie James. She walks off. Mickie James sets it up nicely, puts some chips on the table for the match. I know this could be my last title shot. She's doing everything she can to sort of get this match over, even though it is clearly a foregone conclusion match. So gets Mickie in the Asuka lock at the end. Referee calls the match, saying Mickie tapped out, even though she didn't. What? God, everything is always so messy. Asuka and Selena Vega are yapping at each other. God, why has Raw got to be so shitty? It's just so disjointed. As I look at my notes here. So we've got Keith Lee back there with Charlie. He says he wants the title shot. He says he doesn't want to take advantage of Drew McIntyre's injury. the injury that comes and goes, I suppose. He's got a fractured jaw, supposedly, but yet wears nothing for it. It's just... We've got Bobby Lashley versus Eric. Lashley makes quick work of him. Beats him with the full Nelson. Kevin Owens is backstage. They talk about Aleister Black. They stare each other down as Aleister Black comes out. Shane McMahon says this week's going to be even better. Strowman's going to be part of Raw Underground. Yay! Got the steel cage going on. Got some drama between Rollins and Murphy. Seth Rollins talks down to him. Then we go to the break, and we come back, and R-Truth is back there. I guess he's the current 24/7 champion. He's talking trash to a Kit Kat. Liv Morgan walks up and helps him break it. And then R-Truth talks more trash to the candy. Boy, is anybody doing better making money for nothing than R-Truth right now? Mandy Rose has been traded to Raw from SmackDown. Thanks to The Miz, apparently. That's what they're going with. Steel cage match. Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. It's well done. But at the end of the day, Seth Rollins wins, which feels like the right move. Kind of talks shit to Murphy, throws Murphy around a little bit. We got Shane McMahon at Raw Underground. Dolph Ziggler makes quick work of an enhancement guy. And then Riddick Moss steps up. They're brawling a bit. Moss hits him with a spine buster. Then Braun Strowman comes in, runs them both over. Oh, God. Okay. Charlie's back there with McIntyre. He says Keith Lee's going to do whatever. Says he's going to do whatever it takes to get a shot at your title. Okay. Then the two of them brawl. So forced heat. Okay. Back to Raw Underground. Titus O'Neil wants in. He's yelling at the security guy. Titus is allowed in. Okay. Strowman is dominating. Riddick Moss makes another go for him, but Strowman takes him out again. Why are they having Riddick Moss getting destroyed by Strowman? Strowman takes down Titus and unloads on him pretty much. Shane asks who wants a piece of him next. Okay. Kevin Owens versus Aleister Black. The long and short of it is Kevin Owens wins. Wow. Aleister Black getting kicked down the stairs, boy. Owens selling his hurt leg at least, however. McIntyre is getting ready for his match. Keith Lee attacks him. Adam Pearce gets between them and threatens to cancel the main event if they don't stop. Riot Squad against Lana and Natalya. I would assume that the Riot Squad's going to win this, and they do. Shayna Baszler and Nikki Jax hit the ring. They yell at each other. Then Jax and Baszler turn their attention to Lana and Natalya. What? Jax puts Lana through the announce table with a Samoan drop. The fuck? What for? What? All right. We're throwing stuff against the wall, folks. It's pretty clear. Keith Lee's march into the ring. Drew McIntyre's about to come out. We go to commercial. Then we go to Raw Underground. What? After setting up... Okay, whatever. Braun Strowman's doing big stuff. Dolph Ziggler attacks him. Moss and Ziggler double team him. But Strowman takes him out again. Dabakato, the big man, another big man, stare each other down. Shane says this is going to happen next week. Okay. Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee. They have a pretty good match. The long and short of it is Retribution comes out, attacks them, beats them up. There's a billion of these little people running around. Then Hurt Business comes out, which is actually, I think, a really cool kind of entrance and way to do it. But as they're brawling, then Keith Lee and Drew go over the top rope and bowling pin everybody. So Retribution doesn't have an exit plan, I guess. It is what it is. They're trying. I will say this Raw was less disjointed and unconnected than last week's. So that's a good sign. But is it good? It's not good. I will be curious to see the ratings for this one. I don't imagine they'll be very good. But we shall see. They're attempting to... It feels like... This is what Raw feels like. That they're in a rowboat where leaks are constantly springing up of their own making. It's like they're wearing golf spikes shoes and they keep walking around the boat. And then as they turn around to plug a leak, they have not addressed the problem of our shoes are causing these holes. So as they're walking around plugging leaks, they're creating more and don't seem to realize it. And with that great analogy, I will bid you adieu. This is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling.